Hey guys, if you're in the Amazon Influencer Program right now, there's at least 5 different ways you should be making money. And the crazy thing is most people only use 2 of these. And in this video, what I want to do is I want to break down every single influencer program stream of income that I have right now. And I want to break them down from the best to the worst. So you know where you really need to put your time into versus something that maybe you don't want to invest so much of your time because it's not going to make you that much money. So if you don't know me, my name is Craig. I've been a member of the Amazon Influencer Program for over a year and a half now. And throughout that time, I've learned so much about the program. And even in the last couple months, I feel like I've changed my strategy so much because of all the changes that Amazon's been making in their reporting and in their commissions, fees, and all the different things. So that's what this YouTube channel is all about, is basically giving you guys advice and my personal experience to help you make more money in the program. So if you like what you see, if you get any value from this video, do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to my channel. It really helps support the page and helps me keep making more videos like this one. So here are the different tiers I'm going to be using. And this is ranging from the S tier, which I think is like the top tier of what you should really be investing the majority of your time into, all the way down to F. And this is something for me that really hasn't really panned out yet, but I still think it's worth investing some of your time into it if you have some extra time here and there where you could throw some time at it. So these are the different categories I'm going to be breaking everything into. And I'm going to be showing you exactly my numbers for the past year or so of my Amazon Influencer Program earnings, so you could see exactly what income and commissions I've been able to make throughout all these different streams of income. So I'm basically going to be showing you the last 10 months of my income in the Amazon Influencer Program. And the reason why I'm not going to be showing you my entire time in this program, I've been in the program since November of 2025. I would say the first 6 to 8 months, I really wasn't serious about the program. I was excited that I got accepted into it. I didn't really understand it, and I was just kind of like learning. And I just said to myself, I'm just going to try my best and not really invest too much time into it. And then about the 6 or 8 month mark, I started to get significant earnings, and I'll explain that a little bit more later. And that's when I really started putting a concerted effort and realized like this could be actual significant income that will help me and my wife and our family like significantly. So that's why I'm going to talk about just the last 10 months. So you can see here, this is the last 10 months of my program. There is one slight typo. This should say 2025 to 2026, but it is the last 10 months. And you can see in that last 10 months, I was able to earn $17,611. My best month was almost $2,900. And I've done 231 videos, which is really not that high compared to some of the people that I see out there. And I've done 61% of my income from creator connections. So you can probably guess which is one of my highest categories of income over the last 10 months, but we'll get there. One of the things I want to point out before we move on is the fact that I only have done 231 videos over the last 10 months. And I see people out there that are making like hundreds and maybe even thousands of videos in a month. And I just don't have the time for that. I have a full-time job. I'm a high school math teacher. So this video is really for the people out there that don't have the ability to pump out like large quantities of videos, because for me, I just don't have the time. I do have time to get an average of maybe like 25 to 35 videos per month. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are like that. I mean, if this is your full-time gig and you don't have another full-time job to contend with, yeah, obviously the more videos you get out there of quality products, the more you're going to make in the program. So if you can beat my numbers in terms of how many videos you can review, that's amazing. And you probably end up doing better. I'm just saying that you can make good money in this program, even with smaller amounts of videos, and you don't have to pump out tons and tons and hundreds of videos per month in order to be successful. So I'm going to make my way from worst to best just to kind of give you some perspective. And the worst category for me over the past 10 months has been Australia. Now, this is for a few reasons. I literally just opened up my Australian storefront about a month ago, and I ran into some issues on my Australian storefront where I didn't connect my social media account on the back end under my like account settings. I never put my social media account and like connected it. And they actually shut my Australian storefront down. I had made like $10 or $15, but then they shut it down and said you could reapply. So I did run into some issues, but I just recently finished uploading all my videos from my US storefront to Australia. And so far I'm just waiting for the first signs of income, and it's just a waiting game at this point. So right now this is sort of an untapped area, but I do have it established, and I'm hoping over the next 6 months or so, this can grow to some sort of income. Now, my second stream of income, my second look from the bottom, is my off Amazon stuff. All of the stuff that you would get, any income you get from recommending products and affiliate links and things like that. And so far I've made $551 over the last 10 months. I don't have a significant presence off Amazon. I do have something. So I do have a Pinterest that I do post things, and I'm trying to take advantage of the new earnings per click that we have the ability to, for any gold or platinum creators, you have the ability to have earnings per click on certain products. So I do post some pins on Pinterest, and I also repurpose my Amazon review videos, and I repurpose them on YouTube as just, again, another way of trying to generate some clicks and hopefully eventually monetize on YouTube. I'm not there yet. I'm not even close. But just, again, to try to get some traffic and drive some traffic to Amazon. So I always put my link in the description, and I just post my review. And I actually use a program called Cha-Ching Automate, which makes this really simple. It does two things. Not only does it help put all of your videos onto YouTube, and it deep links your link so that someone who's watching your YouTube video can click the link. It'll open Amazon right on their phone, and they can go buy the product. So I have made some money on that, and that has been trending in the right direction. It also will repost your videos. It's a new feature. It could repost your videos from your US storefront and repost them for you automatically into your other storefronts like Australia, like UK, and Canada. So I'll talk more about that. So right now, this is my second from the bottom, my D tier, and it's not giving me a ton of money, but guess what? I'm not really doing much work for this because Cha-Ching is doing most of the work for me. So to me, this is just free money. This is not, I don't spend a ton of my time here, but it is making me some money along the way. And like I said, this is trending in the right direction. Now, my C tier just goes along right along those same lines, is my UK and my Canadian stores. These are also foreign stores, which I opened probably about 6 months ago. It hasn't been 10 months at all. And this has been making me some money, and it comes and goes. And as I create more US videos, I've also been transferring them using Cha-Ching over to the UK and Canada if the product is available in those particular regions. And I like this tier specifically. I call it my C tier specifically because there's really no time I put into this. It's all automated at this point. So I'm making the videos anyway for the US storefront. So this is just Cha-Ching transfers them over for me, and I don't have to do anything. So to me, this is a free $291 that I've made over the past 10 months. And like I said, I didn't even open these stores 10 months ago. So this is just going to always continue to grow as well. I don't expect these storefronts to do as well as my US storefront. But again, why not? Why would I turn away free money if it's just going to be there anyway, regardless? So something that you're not going to spend a lot of time on, but will make you some extra money that'll add to your overall income. Now we're getting into some of the better income streams from the Amazon Influencer Program. And this right here is one of the low-key ones that not a lot of people talk about or really mention. And it does take a little extra work. And I do put some extra time into this because it has been pretty lucrative. And this is your samples. So when you get a particular sample, typically what I do with it is I usually get a sample because I either need the product or it's something that I think has value that I could sell. Now, if I need the product, I understand that, okay, I'm going to be getting this fire pit. And it's because I just really want a fire pit in my backyard. So the value I'm getting from that fire pit is I just want it, right? But sometimes if there's a particular product that someone wants me to review, I don't want that product. And so a lot of times what I'll do is I'll ask for products that I think I can actually resell on a place like Facebook Marketplace. And I've had a lot of success doing this. And so far, over the last 10 months, I've been able to generate almost $2,000 just from selling my free samples on Facebook Marketplace. And more so, this is not including this past month. And I think this is actually closer to $3,000 than $1,600. So this is actually, this data is a little bit old. So the amount of money that I've been getting selling my samples has been significant. It does add to your income. It does take a lot of time though. I mean, posting it on Facebook Marketplace does take time. And then communicating with people, and people on Facebook Marketplace, they're very flaky. And so they might want it, say they really want it. They're going to come by and then they bail out last minute. So you're planning your day around meeting someone that's never going to come. So can be a little bit frustrating, but at the same time, it is something that does end up making me a good chunk of my money every month. So I do really recommend absolutely have a secondary market that you can take your samples and you could sell them. And then anything else that doesn't sell, I just donate it. We do green drop. Me and my wife and I do green drop. And so that's just easy. We just take all the things that we don't end up selling on Facebook Marketplace, and then we put them in green drop, and then we donate them. My A tier, this is sort of my bread and butter. It's not the top of the top, but this is really my bread and butter since I've joined the program, is my US storefront. I mean, that makes complete sense, right? This has been 30% of my total income in the last 10 months. This is the videos that I post consistently. Like I said before, I'm able to make about 25 to 35 videos per month. I've been really strict about my product selection. I don't just review anything and everything. I want to be strict about my product selection because I want to make sure I'm doing a product that I think will actually make money. And that means that it's something that has a lot of sales. It means that it's something that has a higher commission rate. All those things that I've talked about in previous videos, that you want to do really good product research so that when you do make a video, it's going to be a video that returns you money. And if you do accept a sample, it's going to be a video that's going to make you money in the long term. Now, sometimes you don't know what's going to make you money. You don't know what videos are going to be successful and which ones aren't. I had one throwaway video that I had for a little touch-up paint for your car. I did it on my wife's car. She had a little scratch. I did it on her car. I can't tell you how much money I've made from that. And every time it's like $2, but I sell hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of this thing. And I never knew that this thing was going to go off like that. So sometimes I got to remind myself that even when I do the best product research, you really don't know what's going to hit and what's going to pop off and what's going to make you the most money. So you really want to try your best to pick products that are going to sell a lot and that people are going to see your video and want to buy it. And so that just means make really good quality videos that answer people's questions in a good way. But at the same time, you don't know what's going to hit. So the US storefront has been really good for me, especially over the last 10 months. And this is, again, something that I've seen growing over the last couple months. And I'll show you that in a minute as well. That brings me to the moneymaker, and that is Creator Connections. You can see here that Creator Connections is a significant portion of my income in the last 10 months. Creator Connections, especially now with the new commission rates that Amazon has just implemented, I think in the middle of April, this is really where you want to spend the most of your time. You want to pick products that have a Creator Connections campaign, because if it doesn't have a Creator Connections campaign, that chances are you're going to be getting anywhere from 1 to 3% commission. Creator Connections has a base level of 10%. So I've really moved all of my time and energy to only reviewing products that either I really need it, right? Maybe this is a product I need this coffee maker because ours broke. So I'm going to review it because it does have a ton of sales. Okay, that's great. It's not going to take me very long to make that review video. But if I'm going to be investing money into a product, or if I'm going to be accepting a sample that I have to pay taxes on at the end of the year, by the way, I want to do one that has a Creator Connections campaign. And more so than that, I want to do one that has a Creator Connections campaign that has a lot of time left on it. So 60 days, 90 days, 120 days left on the Creator Connections campaign. Okay, so I want to show you a different chart here that will hopefully help me demonstrate to you how important this is. So you can see here on this chart, these are my different streams of income. And you could see 10 months ago in July, when I was really just starting out and getting my footing in the program, Creator Connections was very minimal. I didn't really even know much about Creator Connections. I was manually going through and like figuring out if a product that I had reviewed had a Creator Connections campaign. It was really random. I signed up for Oink. Oink is the program, you probably have heard of it, but it helps you find, that's one of its main features, is it helps you find Creator Connections campaigns. I found out about Oink, I think in October. You can see, maybe it was the end of September, early October. You could see the difference in the green here. That's the Creator Connections. How much more I started making on Creator Connections once I had Oink, okay? And that was a significant game changer for me, because if you can see, back over here in July, I didn't really know what I was doing. And then all of a sudden, you could see Creator Connections started to take over and everything started growing. Now, obviously, I had a little bit of a bump in December because of the holiday rush, but you see that my pre-December numbers are consistent, right? And even here, you could see a little shrink back in the Creator Connections. And the reason why, between February and March and April, is because of the fact that they changed around their reporting and we don't get those halo sales anymore. So that was a big hit. And then in April, they changed the reporting again. But what I'm happy to see is that I'm continuously staying level. And I'm hoping, unless Amazon makes some other major change over the next couple weeks, I'm hoping May is going to blow these months out of the water. And I'm going to continue to grow month over month over the next year or so. And what I really like to look at is I like to look at this month, this year compared to this month last year. So I'm really just about to get there. And so I'm interested to see how July this year will be compared to July last year. And I could already tell you it's going to blow it out of the water, but that's really what I want to look at. Not compared to last month. I mean, you could see April and March were kind of level. But what I take from that is like, yeah, there were changes in the program, significant changes in the reporting and in the commissions fees that you receive. And so you could see here, I invested more into my Creator Connections, and it made up for some of the lack of income in other locations, such as on Amazon and things like that, because the halo sales were gone and the commission rates went down. So you have to pivot in this program at all times. I'm really excited for May this month, because I'm right now projected to be between the $2,500 and $3,000 mark in May. And that's going to be really like my December numbers for last year. If I can hit December numbers for last year in May this year, considering all the changes that have happened between Christmas and now, I'm going to be thrilled with that. And then I'm going to only want to push even further. And once you hit that momentum, it really just makes you want to push even further and put more effort into the program. So you can see here in this chart, basically the breakdown in a circle graph, and it shows you, not only does this show me where I'm making the most money, but this is what I'm trying to show you in terms of where should you be committing your time to, right? Should you be committing your time to things like your UK and Canada store and your Australian store? Of course. But should you be contributing the same amount of time to your other country storefronts as you are to, say, finding products on Creator Connections? No, because Creator Connections is going to give you much more bang for your buck. So that's where you need to be spending your time, is your Creator Connections and just getting videos onto your US storefront. So like, to me, it's all about product research, making sure those products have a Creator Connections campaign, and just getting good quality products, whether that means you're getting free samples or whether that means you're just investing your own money, which is what I've been doing lately. Because at the end of the day, last year I got hit with a tax burden on my taxes because I got a lot of free products last year. I think I got over 10 grand worth of free products. That wasn't fun come tax time because that cut into my earnings. Okay, so this year I am getting some free samples. I'm not turning away every single free sample I get offered, but at the same time, I'm being very selective. Does it have a Creator Connections campaign? Is it something I can sell on Facebook Marketplace? So here is really a breakdown when I look at this, is like, I need to focus my time and attention into getting Creator Connections products and making videos for my US storefront. The rest of that stuff will make me some money, but that's where I really want to spend my time. And here's basically the summary of all the tiers we discussed. S tier being those Creator Connections, A tier, US storefront, B tier, selling those samples. You have your UK and Canada storefronts. For me, anyway, those have been the most successful. I have heard stories of people who have really successful Australian storefronts. And then the offsite. And I'm trying to grow the offsite because I know that's where Amazon is telling us to go, because that's where the higher commission rates are. So I am doing my best to grow my offsite presence as well. Okay, so what's the game plan? Like, what would I do if I were you? And it depends where you are. If you have 50 videos or less, I would really just focus on building your US storefront, okay? Just get videos out there. And the reason I say that is because it's hard to get free samples when you don't really have an established storefront. So if you have 50 videos or less, I would say your storefront's not established enough yet. So I would really just focus on trying to find high quality products. If you can buy products, great. A lot of times in the beginning, people can't afford to buy new products to review, but just find high quality products around your house, maybe at a friend's house, maybe at an Airbnb, whatever the case may be. Just find 50 high quality products to review, build up your storefront. If you have 50 to 100 videos on your storefront already, that's when I would switch my focus to Creator Connections. Put all your energy into getting products that have Creator Connections campaigns. Those are going to be the products that make you the most money because they have the higher commission rates. So if you have 50 to 100 videos, shift your focus. After you hit that 100 video marker, what I would do is I would now things should start to be streamlined a little bit. You should have a workflow that you have pretty much streamlined all of the things that you need to do, whether that's making videos, editing, posting to your storefront, all that. Now you should be going after all those like secondary things, whether that be, your UK storefront, your Canadian storefront, Australian storefront. Now start thinking about your offline presence, offsite presence, whether that be Pinterest or YouTube, or maybe you post on Instagram. Maybe you have a Facebook group and you post links on there. Whatever works for you, that would be what I start concentrating on, but not until you have more than 100 videos. The mistake that I made was that I waited too long to start to layer these in, especially some of my storefronts. It's like, if I had those from the beginning, I think they would have been grown a little bit more as we go, especially for posting things on YouTube. That's really a slow burn, and I only started that maybe a few months ago, and it's just slowly growing. I do get some offsite sales on it, but I feel like if I would have started it a long time ago, it would have been already further along. But I feel like you're always going to feel like that anyway. So now I want to hear from you. What has your experience been like in this program? What tier have you been most successful in? Maybe you've been great with offsite. You're a fashion mogul and you do a lot of things on Amazon, on Instagram, and you post different things on there and people are buying stuff from your links all the time. And then you're getting a ton of offsite sales. Where are you making the most money? Is my rundown, my income rundown, similar to what you see, where Creator Connections is your bread and butter like mine? This is really what's been working for me, and I'm going to double down on what works for me. If there are other things that are working for you, you need to double down on those things that are working for you, because everyone's skills are different, and that's what I love about this program. It's going to work for me, and I have totally different skills than you have, and it's going to work for you as well. So what I find is wherever I put the most time and energy, that's where I get the most out of. So That's sort of been my playbook over the last 10 months. I'm excited to see what the next 10 months will bring because I want to kill my records from last year. I want to smash those records, and I want to push even further. So by the time the next holiday season comes along, my goal is to hit that first $10,000 month. Last year I did almost 3,000. Can I triple it by next December? That's my goal. I don't know if that's a lofty goal, but that's my goal. So if this helped you out, do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time.